What's the approach with Kevin? We know he's been available the last 2 games. You stayed with Thomas. Where does that stand?
Yeah, he'll be activated. I have every intention of getting him back into the mix. These, are fluid decisions when guys are in, out, and then we're trying to keep some level of continuity. That's relatively impossible to do, and it just takes a little bit of grace from everybody. But I'm fully aware of how important K-Love is to us, and he's been great about it. And I think with another day of work, he'll be ready on Tuesday.
I know it's one at a time. I know the Knicks are next, but it's a tough stretch ahead. Do you feel your team is well positioned and in a good space and a good place now going into the challenges ahead?
Yeah, I mean, all I'm thinking about is getting ready for Tuesday. We love competition. We have a bunch of competitors in our locker room. They love the feeling of how important all these games are. And that's the elation of when you get wins, but there's also the other side of it, the consequences when you lose. And when you really care about something, you have both realities. And so we understand we have to play well. We understand all the cliches that you have to take it one game at a time. You can't start getting ahead of yourself. There's only 8 games left. So I think it's a little bit easier just to stay in the moment and just focus on literally one game. And that's what we'll do. We'll rest up and get on to Miami and prepare, for a big game against New York on Tuesday. All right?
You've had some success from the 7-8 spots recently, but how big is the difference between 6th and 7th as you talk about the conference?
Yeah, I wouldn't say we've had a bunch of success lately. We had it last year. And we're not thinking about, last year. Each season is its own deal. I mean, we're going for it. That's who we are, and if we see opportunity in front of us, that's what we're going for. These playoff races and positioning, they're competitive for all the teams, both conferences. I think there's a lot to be sorted out, before we get to the end of the season, and it's only 8 games. But when you're looking at the standings and everybody's like kind of one game apart, like there's a lot to be sorted out.
What are the chances of him staying in the rotation?
I don't know. We'll see. Here's what the rotation is. Whatever it takes. That's where we are. We've made this bed. Where we are right now. And because of all the moving parts, everybody right now, it's easy. You just be ready for your minutes, contribute in a positive way, and help impact winning. That's all it's about right now. And everybody's